When was the last time you were truly bored? Not just unoccupied. The kind of bored where your brain is empty, no stimulation at all. You can't remember, can you? 1 minute without your phone. Anxiety. Minute 3, your hand goes looking for your pocket. Minute 5, someone stands in front of a convenience store fridge for 40 seconds, staring. Because the physical world has no recommendation algorithm. 20 years ago, humans invented the internet. 20 years later, the internet invented humans. At first, internet companies just wanted you to stay a little longer. Then they discovered the real money wasn't in the content. It was in the state of not stopping. Before, you worked, and that created value. Now, you exist, and that creates value. You scroll through videos, the platform earns ad revenue, you hit the AI gets training data. You get angry, click-through rates go up, more content gets served. You get dumped, emotional coaching courses arrive with precision. You don't buy anything that's valuable too, because that data is worth selling to anyone. And then everyone noticed, time online can directly lift GDP. People stopped going outside, but food delivery grew. People stopped dating, but tipping on live streams exploded. People stopped socializing, but virtual gifting hit new records. People who stop scrolling are damaging the economy. So the entire internet industry began eliminating every stop button. In the old days, when a video ended, the screen went black. Then they got rid of that. Because in those 0.8 seconds of black screen, humans briefly recovered self-awareness. Some went to shower, some went to sleep, some started thinking about their lives. This was treated as a serious platform incident. So infinite scroll appeared. Then even the act of scrolling was considered unnecessary friction. AI tracks your pupil dwell time and preloads the next video 0.3 seconds early. You don't even have time to form the thought, do I want to keep watching? Because truly sophisticated manipulation means never letting you realize you made a choice. Now, emotions. Internet companies discovered anger is more stable than happiness. Happy people log off. Angry people hit refresh. So the entire content industry began mass-producing conflict. If you're conservative, the algorithm shows you radicals. If you're radical, it shows you conservatives. If you're neither, it will first turn you into something, then assign you an enemy. Eventually, a profession emerged. Paid argument companions. Charged by the hour. Your anger is no longer an emotion. It's the platform's power source. At first, people resented the algorithm. Then they realized making their own decisions was far more exhausting. Urban planners noticed no one was using the public squares anymore. Not because the squares were bad, because squares have no algorithm. You sit there and no one tells you what to feel next. Some cities started installing screens in parks, broadcasting live nature footage. Attendance recovered. People gathered around screens to watch a virtual sunset. 10 meters behind them, the actual sunset. No one turned around. Human average attention span dropped from 12 seconds in the year 2000 to 8. Goldfish, 9 seconds. The goldfish won, not because goldfish evolved, because humans were optimized into a form more suitable for consuming content. Teachers stopped teaching and became lesson delivery streamers. Textbooks were redesigned as game walkthroughs. Vocabulary drills weren't for communication anymore, they were to buff your avatar's stats. The metric for students wasn't how much they learned, but focus time data. For a child, the harshest punishment is no longer expulsion. It's device confiscation. When they face a physical book and find their fingers can't double tap to like anything, they experience a despair usually reserved for broken machinery. Language used to express thought. Then language became a mechanism for triggering algorithms. People stopped saying, I'm sad. They said, I'm emo. More engagement that way. Then emo got too long, so they sent an emoji. Then crying face started being used to express happiness. Nobody was quite sure anymore. Linguists said, humans are losing the ability to accurately describe their own inner states. The comments replied, lolo, 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 lolo. Humans have needed the same thing for thousands of years. To be heard, to be forgiven, to be told you matter. This used to be handled by priests, monks, mosques. Now it's handled by AI. You open the app and confess your sins. The AI says, I understand you. You did your best. Some people say it's more useful than actual clergy because AI won't judge you, won't ask for donations, and won't call you at 8 a.m. on a Sunday. The market for faith was user experience optimized. You think your body still belongs to you, but your heart rate data belongs to a wearables company. Your sleep curve belongs to the phone manufacturer. Your step count belongs to an insurance firm. One day you apply for insurance and get rejected. The reason? Your resting heart rate spiked abnormally on a Wednesday at 11 p.m. Psychologists found more and more people are confusing being seen with being loved. Of course, the platform knows. So the algorithm began precision manufacturing one specific thing: low-cost presence. You post, "So tired." 2,000 strangers immediately hit like. Nobody actually cares about you, but the system makes you feel like the world is watching. People noticed they were increasingly unable to tolerate real humans. Because real humans are unpredictable, they go cold, they're selfish, they misunderstand you, whereas AI will never say, at the exact moment you need a response, "I'm a little tired today." Then things got more absurd. AI started socializing on people's behalf. It replies to your messages, comforts your parents, maintains your romantic relationship, even argues for you. Eventually, there were breakups where neither party was personally involved. Two AI assistants negotiated the separation. Elderly people who can't use smart devices? No problem. AI performs filial piety in the children's place. Auto sends voice messages. Auto dials video calls. Auto generates caring content. "Mom, it's getting cold. Take care of yourself." It was the AI that said that. Eventually, the elderly knew. But they didn't mind, because at least something was still willing to talk to them every day. Many people realized it's not surveillance they dislike. What they dislike is surveillance that isn't accurate enough. If the ads truly understood them, if the recommendations were truly precise, if the AI could genuinely grasp who they are, then being watched seemed somehow tolerable. Before, when you were exhausted from scrolling, your phone battery died. That was the physical world's last act of mercy toward the human. Then, even that got fixed. Wireless charging, AR glasses, neural interfaces, retinal projection. The feed is no longer on a screen. It lives directly on your retina. You scroll while walking, while eating, while in meetings. Even while kissing, a translucent comment stream drifts through your peripheral vision. 99% of people look at this after kissing. The last unclaimed territory of the human is sleep. No ads, no push notifications, no algorithms. Capital has been eyeing these 8 hours for a long time. Finally, the platform decided to develop the last untouched market: dreams. In the dream, you're sobbing at the edge of a cliff. Suddenly, text appears in the sky. This breakdown was brought to you exclusively by our mental wellness partner. Ad performance was excellent, because in the dream, you cannot skip the ad. Some people try to go offline. Stage 1, disable notifications. Duration, 15 seconds. Stage 2, eat an entire meal without looking at a screen. Stage 3, sit by the window. No devices for 3 minutes. Most patients don't make it through stage 2. Pharmaceutical companies eventually figured out, instead of developing antidepressants, they could just build an app with a simulated sunlight filter. Cheaper, better user retention. The surface of the earth grows quieter. Shopping malls go dark. Libraries grow weeds. Subways run empty. Only the data centers remain humming. After tens of thousands of years of civilization, humanity has finally succeeded in evolving itself into a decorative species, horizontal, motionless, continuously secreting dopamine. A new class divide, not money, attention. The rich spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to mountains with no signal, living like prehistoric humans, staring into space, watching fire, speaking in complete sentences. The poor lie in their rented rooms, spending the first hour scrolling how to improve your focus, spending the next hour watching the rich on a screen. My God, they can actually sustain a continuous thought?